So now we are going to take up remainder theorem. As the name says, remainder, that means this theorem will help us find remainder of a polynomial. When a polynomial px is divided by another polynomial gx, this theorem will help us find the remainder. So far, we have been finding remainder using division, long division method. But now this will help us do that simply in few steps. For example, how are we going to do it? Let me just give you that first of all. Let px be divided by a polynomial gx. Okay. And this theorem says that remainder will be given by p times 0 of zx. Remainder will be given by p times 0 of gx. Now, what does it mean? What does it mean? Let us understand. That is, if gx is equal to x minus a, let's say. Let us say gx is x minus a. Then how do we find 0 of gx?
X minus a is equals to 0.
How do we find? X minus a will be put equal to 0, which gives me x is equal to a. Follow better. Is that so? 0 of zx will be given by
Yes,
solving
ma'am.
this. And x minus a equal to 0 is x equal to a. So 0 of gx is a. So by remainder theorem, how will we write remainder?
We will put a in the place of x.
Yes, remainder will be given by p in the bracket 0 of gx. Now what is 0 of gx here?
Ma'am,
A. So
A.
p of a. It will be given by p of a. Now again, I am giving you one example to make you understand how it works. For example, let me give you a px and a gx, and let's see, children, what are we going to get? Let us see to it. For example, let px is equal to 2x cubed plus x squared minus 2x minus 1. And gx is equal to x plus 1. Then using remainder theorem, let us see what is the remainder. Now children, what is the first step? What do we need first of all?
X plus 1 is equals to 0.
To know 0 of gx. So your first step will be 0 of
X plus
gx.
1 is equals to 0.
What is the 0 of x plus 1?
X plus
Minus 1.
Minus 1. How do we find it? In the bracket, you will put the step x plus 1 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to minus 1. X plus 1 is equal to 0, which means x is equal to minus 1. And how are we going to do it? Because. Beta, ये sign होता है because का. This is the sign of therefore. You know this?
Yes, ma'am.
And the reverse of it is the sign of because. Have you done this in 8th class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
No. Okay,
No,
fine. You just put because x plus 1 is equal to 0, this means x is equal to x minus 1. So now the step 1 is done. Step 1 is to find 0 of gx. We have calculated it. Now, by remainder theorem, we need to mention this, that we are using remainder theorem. Remainder is given by
P1. P minus 1.
minus 1. It says the remainder is given by p of 0 of gx. And here the 0 of gx is minus 1. So p of minus 1. So what is P of minus 1? Let us see. In place of x, we are going to put minus 1. So 2 into minus 1 cube plus minus 1 square minus 2 into minus 1 and then minus 1. Okay. Now what is minus 1 cube, children?
Minus 2. Minus 2.
Minus 1 cube. Minus 1 cube.
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1 into 2 gives me
Minus 2.
2.
square of minus 1.
1.
1.
Now this minus and this minus.
Plus 2.
Plus 2.
Minus 1. Plus 2.
Now children, what do we get?
0.
0 as a remainder.
Minus 2 and plus 2 will get cancelled. And plus 2 plus this will get cancelled. This will also get cancelled. So we are getting 0 as the remainder. Got it?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can we
Yes,
say
ma'am.
that gx is a vector of px?
Yes, ma'am. As the remainder is
Yes. Are you please clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Let us take one more example of remainder theorem where px is given and gx is given. Okay. Now, step 1 would be to find 0 of gx.
gx is equals to 0.
What is the 0 of gx, beta? X plus 2
minus
is
2.
Minus 2.
And in the bracket, you have to show because x plus 2 is equal to 0. This means x is equal to minus 2. Okay. Now, by remainder theorem, remainder is given by P of what, beta?
Minus 2.
And some children, they do not mention the term remainder. They simply find P of minus 2. Beta, you need to tell me that you remainder and using remainder theorem. Otherwise, how can I give you marks? And also make sure theorem is REM, not RAM. RAM becomes RAM. It's not theorem, but theorem. So it is REM. Okay. Now let us calculate P of minus 2. So in place of x, we shall put minus 2. All right. Now what is cube of minus 2?
Minus 8.
Minus 8.
Minus 2 square is?
Ma'am, 4.
4.
And 4 into
Ma'am, 12.
6.
Ma'am, minus 6.
Minus 6 plus 1.
you can just put an arrow and write here 4 so that it becomes easy for you. That minus 2 square is becoming 4. Now 3 into minus 2.
Ma'am, minus 6.
minus 1.
Now what is minus 8 plus 12?
Ma'am, plus 4.
4.
Plus 4.
And minus 6 plus 1 is?
Ma'am, minus 5.
Minus 5.
Minus 5.
Minus 1.
Yes, 1.
Minus 1. GX is not the factor of PX.
Veda,